Hello YouTube! So I thought I would make a video considering, well, it is June. And if you all know June properly, it's Pride Month! Yay! So, thought I would make a video about it considering, well, something relating to me. And yeah. So for those who probably don't know or if you don't read the description, I am trans. And I go by she, her pronouns. Now you're probably wondering, well, you don't sound like a girl. That's where people often misunderstand what trans means. Trans usually means someone who, generally at least, is, how do I explain it easily without making a hour long video? Someone who is born looking masculine, but generally is not someone who feels like they belong in their body. And that's sort of the case with me. So I thought I would talk about some IRL events that happened to me. One of them starting in middle school. This is going to be one of the few times I actually do delve into my personal life. So yeah, yay! Yeah. So, serious topic. Back in, I want to say middle school, I started to feel that stuff wasn't adding up personally. And it was really a confusing time for me. And if you notice, that is when a lot of stuff happens to many people that generally come out later in life or even during that time as transgender. And with that being said, one of the events that really sparked it, or at least caused the realization to come later on, was that I didn't feel comfortable wearing certain types of clothing. One of those types of clothing would be shorts, which sounds very weird to someone who who doesn't really understand what it means, I guess. Um, for me, I just couldn't wear shorts in public. I don't really know why I couldn't until very recently. That's because I didn't feel comfortable in how I looked, which is a common feature or trait, or however you would want to word it when it comes to transgender. I didn't feel very comfortable in how I looked. So I would often wear pants or jeans or something like that to sort of find a way to hide people looking at me, I guess. It sounds silly at the right now, but at the time it was very hard for me to really go anywhere. Yeah. So, another event that happened was actually semi recently, well, a few years ago in high school. And in high school, I was not to say alone, but I was alone. I didn't really have many friends. None in my school, at least. I had a few people that I talked to, but we weren't super, super close until really the final 2 years of high school. So, my first 2 years of high school, I was pretty much all by myself, which you never want to leave someone who already feels like they don't belong where they are by themselves. So I started doing stuff, harming stuff. Anyway, I I may make a second video talking about the dark times of my life if it's something that people want to hear. Anyway, a friend popped a question to me a few years ago, or rather said something. It was sort of like just random at the time, but they said, "You seem more feminine than most males." And at the time, it seemed a little weird to me. I was like, is that a compliment or not a compliment? I was confused, but now it makes a lot of sense. See, I like to be clean. I like to be tidy. I like to be neat. I don't really like a lot of typical male things. I like really female things. I like fashion. I like makeup. I like jewelry. I like all that stuff. I don't really like the things that males like. I don't. It's it's sort of the thing that's been something I've had to hide really around my family because they're not very supporting of LGBT or anything of that nature. So I've had to hide it, but online I don't really have to hide it. So yeah. Um yeah. So I just thought I would make this quick little video for this month. Huh. Yeah. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, leave a comment. Bye.